So, hey everyone, how's it going? Good afternoon. Hope you're all well today. It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United YouTube channel with another cheeky little video for your latest update of the latest news, Man United goings on. The day's roundup so far of what's come out today in regards to the latest transfer goings on to do with many players that are linked with Manchester United. We're going to cover it all today. And we'll be back on later tonight as well, give you the evening's news. But do us a favour at the start of this show, everyone. Drop that thumbs up, give it a cheeky little like, share it around on social media. That always helps us out. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Get down below, have your say in the not live comments as well if you're catching up later, and get your thoughts and opinions in. Shout out everyone in the chat. United forever. Susan Lively Sue, hope you have a great day. Nikolai Lindquist, Wiggy, Waka Sakram, Alec Williams, Johnny M's in here as well. Shout out to you, my friend. Hope you're good. We've also got Lux Levelers or something like that. Love Alexas. And Enor is in here. Eyeball Paul, how you doing? The Gaming Jew's in here as well. What an absolute legend. Big Don Pig, smashing a like, me old son. Thank you very much, The Gaming Jew. Shout out to you, absolute legend. Please do what he's done and smash the thumbs up at the start of the show, guys. So we're going to give you the latest roundup of the day's transfer news and the latest goings on at Manchester United. I would love to say that there's been some business done by United, between the last time we spoke and now. But United are a bunch of dawdling fannies, and there's no way that was going to happen. So still haven't got anybody signed up or any agreements in place. But let's just talk about De Jong. So De Jong was interviewed last night, right, briefly after the game, and he said the interviewer said to him, "Are you leaving the beaches of Catalonia to the cold of Manchester?" And there's a video of him going around on social media and he's just laughing. And he says, "No, I can't say anything." And he's just sort of laughing and stuff. Now, what does this mean, guys? He's not talking about, the situation to me, it seems very much the same. It's basically he's got to wait until Barcelona have had a bid accepted from Manchester United. Otherwise, what's the point of even discussing the situation? If they're not actually willing to let him go for a price, then what's the point of talking about going elsewhere? We know that he loves Barcelona. We know that he likely wants to stay there if there wasn't the issue of them pushing him out the door. So it depends really how if the two clubs can reach an agreement, of course. But if they do, I think it pretty much. I think he's pretty much got to come to us, doesn't he? Where else is he going to go, folks? If Barcelona actually have to cash in on him and get him sold, where else is he going to go? We've got Ten Hag here at Manchester United. There doesn't seem to be any interest or offers for any other clubs. We have heard some vague interest from the likes of City or PSG, but nothing concrete at all. So it does seem like the path is clear at this stage for Man United to just go in and get the deal done with Barcelona. And that's exactly what we have to do, folks, because I'm sick and tired of us just fannying around again all window long, it seems. I know it's only been open 2 days, right, guys, but there's still no excuse when we have such a gash squad and we're so far behind them. We've had 6 players leave on free transfers for us not to have done one piece of business yet. It's fucking pathetic, in all fairness, guys. Hashtag Glazers out right at the start of the show. Get those green and gold emojis in there because they are just they're just lacking ambition already, folks. You would like to think we get somebody wrapped up already, but it seems like there's going to be plenty of negotiations left for De Jong. But he has been, he did talk about it briefly. He just said, "I can't say anything about it." Basically, that's all there is in regards to De Jong and his update that there is in regards to Manchester United. He's linked with the club. There is interest there. He looks very sort of coy and he's laughing and he's smiling. But what does it indicate really, folks? Let's also just see the reports here. So we've got a few reports here from various different places as well. It seems like he's quite, happy and settled, obviously, at the new camp. If he was to go anywhere, maybe reuniting with Ten Hag would make sense. But after he was asked, on Saturday night, about it from a reporter, and he said, "Are you going from the beaches of Catalonia to the cold of Manchester?" And he says, "No, I think I can't say anything." That's all he said, guys. He can't say anything while laughing. So I don't really know what that means, guys. Does that mean he is coming? Does that mean he's not coming? I don't know, guys. But what I do know is that Man United are incapable of negotiating a fucking deal for a packet of fucking chips right now, it seems, because we can't get anybody in. But hey, look, it's hopefully going to happen soon. Thank you, G United, for the Glazers out. Thank you, Vutinator, for the Glazers out. Vuti says we've got 50 likes on the stream as well. Thanks, everyone, for hitting that thumbs up at the start of the show. Just got a few bits and bobs to get into today, guys, so strap yourselves in. But yeah, thank you all for joining us, guys. I'm just waking up. I'm absolutely melting today. This is like quite early for me, believe it or not. 2:40 in the afternoon. That's like everybody else's 6 a.m. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. But anyway, so 2:40, guys, in the afternoon, we're here for the day's news. There you go. Right, so De Jong, this is what we've also got a report coming out from as well from last night, is that Erik ten Hag has told Manchester United to seal a quick deal for Frenkie de Jong because he wants him on the summer tour to Asia and Australia. Ten Hag wants to know if a deal for de Jong can be done by the end of next week, otherwise he'll switch targets. Right, yeah, that all adds up to me, guys. That does make perfect sense in all fairness. If you think about it, Ten Hag needs players in, he needs to know who's coming in, and he needs to get them quickly before we do go on that tour. We've got the game in 1 month. In fact, I saw United.com released it earlier, which just confirmed we know the game was on the July the 12th in Bangkok against the Scousers anyway, but it just said it's a month away today. So it's literally 1 month to go until we have our first preseason game. That is against the Scousers in Bangkok. So unless we want to, go to Bangkok FC or whatever, or go down the fucking red light district or something and get a fucking couple of lady boys in the team, I suggest we fucking do some transfer business, otherwise we could not have enough personnel. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? We've got to go and sign some players now. So so we've got to try and get a couple of players in soon before pre-season, otherwise Ten Hag's not going to have a full squad of players to really go at, is he? You know, we need to bring in a couple of good players. De Jong would be one of them, but all of them, in my opinion, need to be racked up before before we go to that game in Bangkok, guys. That's what I'm saying. We need to get them wrapped up before. Otherwise, Ten Hag's going to have to do some scouting while he's out there. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's just classic bad recruitment from Manchester United so far. It's only 2 days into it. I'm not panicking, guys. I'm not panicking. Why should we panic? Darwin Nunez has just decided to sign for the Scousers instead of us. We haven't had the cojones or the bottle to be prepared to go and have a bid for him, even though we've been discussing for weeks. And he's just ended up going to the Scousers. I'm not worried at all, folks. What the fuck? Erling Haaland's gone to Manchester City, one of the best striker prospects in the world. I'm not worried at all, folks. Fucking sort it out, United. Seriously, though. Let's get some of these guys in. Let's show some ambition. Let's get De Jong wrapped up. Let's negotiate and get this deal finalised with Barcelona for Pete's sake. It's as simple as that, really. Gotta get this guy in, don't we? De Jong's worth every penny, says AK. Shambles as usual, says Mr. Garrett. Absolutely. Hey, Mark Harris, bro. Thank you so much for the $2 Aussie super chat, you legend. He says, bin hot point. I guess you're talking about Slabby Maguire there, right? Bin Rashford. Bin Bruno, bin the Glazers. Okay, fair play, Marky Harris. Yeah, good shout. Can't really disagree with anything you said there. Apart from, look, maybe Rashford should be binned off at some point. I think he maybe will have the chance under Ten Hag to come back and see what he can do. But at the same time, he's going to have to do it pretty soon. Otherwise, I'm going to be in the same boat as you, bro. Mal says Bangkok authorities have been told to keep an eye on Maguire around the bars. Oh my goodness me. Good afternoon there, Billy. What's going on? Oh dear. Hey, it even did a notify me and got no notification. Oh, what the hell's going on with YouTube, guys? I don't know. No notifications come through? I don't know. But thank you, everyone who's in here. There's actually over 100 legends in here right now. I hope you're all having a great day. Please do us a big favor and smash the like button, hit the subscribe, share it around and all that stuff. Thank you, Belle, for joining us. Howdy, Westy05 as well, Enor and Stuart Alderson as well. Okay, so there are some reports coming out that, Ten Hag wants to bring this guy in very quickly. It all adds up, doesn't it? You don't want to have to be going into that game against Liverpool FC when we don't have the players signed. So we've got to get these guys signed up in the next month, of course, but even really in the next few weeks, like before the end of June, so that when pre-season does begin, then Ten Hag can start working with these guys. Marky Harris, he says, give Rashford 14 minutes and half a Bentos. Hey, thank you so much, Mark Harris. It's Luke Shaw who's the big Frey Bentos lover around here, but you know what? Maybe Rashi would have half of one. Thank you, Mark. I mean, to be fair, look, okay, he's going to need a little bit more than 14 minutes. Let's just have a little vote on Rashford then, guys. So, keep or sell Rashford? Keep or sell? Keep or sell? Simple question. What do you guys think? So my humble opinion on Rashford is he's had the stinker of the season. He's probably the worst player for us this season in terms of what you're expecting from the player and what they actually deliver. Probably the worst in the squad. If it's not him, it's Slabby Maguire, right? But probably the worst in terms of how good he looked last season before this one and, what we were expecting from him and his growth and development and everything that's taken place. His age, getting into, his mid-20s now, time for him to start being a senior player and doing it and regularly and consistently, just turned into an absolute sharp merchant out there. So, but having said that, he did have a few good seasons before this last season. A lot of the players were gashed this season, and a lot of players were good the season before. Bruno, Luke Shaw, Rashi, they all spring to mind as having good seasons the season before last. But this season, they all shat it. Now, coincidence? I think not. I think it's just a complete disease, a nightmare season at Manchester United. Started by Solskjaer, continued by Rangnick, an absolute fucking melt up. And yes, these players need the heads testing, to be fair. They're playing with the might for the mighty Manchester United. They should have the cojones and the passion to be able to compete, regardless of who they're playing against, regardless of what there is left to play for. They should be fighting for the badge and fighting for the shirt. So they're all guilty of not doing that. But I just hope that the new guy can get, obviously, Rashford back on track and get some of these players back on track like Bruno and hopefully get them competitive. There's a lot of people saying keep Rashford here. Eyeball Paul says sell, though. And Paul Tappo says sell them out. Can't sell, he's on mad money, says Bell. Keep, says Cindy. Keep, says Pete Morris. Sell, says Lambretta. Keep, says United Forever. Keep, says Vutilator. Why would we want to throw away an academy product for having one bad season when he's had 3 good seasons before that? Like, let's just give him a little bit of time to prove himself to be gash first. Maybe he's just had a stinker of a season. It does happen, you know. It does happen. Who remembers a few years back when Davide De Gea, who was one of our best players, of course, for the decade up until a few years ago, and a few years ago he was absolutely shit. Who remembers that for one season? One season, something was going on mentally. I don't know what it was. He was being linked to Atletico Madrid or some bullshit. And he turned into an absolute crap merchant for a year. A whole year. Who remembers that, guys? But he still came back after that and turned into a fucking class act again and became, you know, a great player again for Manchester United. It's one bad season out of many. And I can see Rashford and Bruno and even Luke Shaw to a lesser extent, having had really good seasons previously. I could see them coming back and having another really good season under Ten Hag. I could also see them failing. It depends on, you know, what their mentality is like. Is Rashford prepared to battle it out and fight and actually get back to being a proper player for Manchester United? This is it. Big question marks, but sell Rashford, says Matome Trevor. A lot of people do not rate Rashford. The thing that bugs me the most about Rashford, it's not even his, it's not his stats, it's not his performances necessarily. What it has pissed me off the most about him this season is his effort levels. It just seems like he can't be asked out there. You know, when you see somebody passionately fighting and challenging for every ball, you're chasing down balls, even low percentage balls, you're going for them, you're putting in the energy and the effort. I didn't really see that from Rashford, you know, guys. I didn't really see that from Rashford, to be fair. He's had a very lackluster season where it just looked like he's got his mind on something else. Clark Pigger says he's not developing, though, at all. His football intelligence is severely lacking. Based on this season, you'd have to say that could be the case. But go back and look at the season before that and the season before that. His stats are fantastic. He contributed like 22 Premier League goals in 31 appearances or something the season before last. Is that bad? No, it's not. It's great, especially for somebody who was 23. But now he's 24. He's had a shit season, mate. I can't defend his season. It's like I said, it's the worst one out of any player on the United side, really, based on what we're expecting from them. But he can still come back, guys. Ten Hag's a new coach. It's a new approach. It's a new tactics, a new style. It's a new team. It's hopefully a whole new vibe at Manchester United. He's got to be given a chance to be able to come back and do it. If he can't do it, if he fails under Ten Hag, then yes, see you later on. See you later on. Mark Harris, thank you so much. Yeah, fair point, lad. Fair point. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, Mark Harris with a super chat says, don't forget the whole team down tools v Brighton. Absolutely. Yeah, I know they just look like they couldn't be bothered and they just wanted to get the game over with regardless of result. Pathetic. I couldn't agree more, mate. Yeah, you're right. These players are a bunch of bottle merchants, mate. We do need to give them a kick up the arse. I mean, Ten Hag coming, he is a disciplinarian. He is going to expect a lot from them. He is going to make sure they train in ridiculously hard as well and have that conditioning and fitness that we need. It's frustrating, isn't it? So a lot of people criticising the fact that Ralph Rangnick couldn't get those players to play a gegenpress style of play. But really, you know, if you look at, I mean, he's only been in the Austria job for a fucking couple of weeks. And he's already got Austria pressing. He's already got Austria working really hard and looking organised. So, you know what? I think it's just down to a lot of these players being absolute bottle merchants as well and not being prepared to put in the work. So, hey, look, maybe you guys are right. Maybe Rashford's a melter. Maybe he's mentally not right for Manchester United and we should look to move on and get somebody else. Or maybe he will be able to be revitalised by Ten Hag this season, but only time will tell. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. Only time will tell, guys, if he's going to be given the opportunities by Ten Hag and if he takes those opportunities. if he is given those opportunities, he has to take them. Otherwise, yeah, I can't see him really lasting much beyond this season or even by Christmas. If he's continued like he did last season for Ten Hag with his effort levels and with his actual influence in the side and with, you know, getting some sort of results out there for us and having some sort of input, then he will be sold in January, I think, if he can't do those things. Billy says, here's one pick. Would people prefer to keep Rashford or Martial? I know who I'm picking, and it's not the incredible Sulk. Good shout. Okay, that's a good question, mate. Let's just ask the chat then very quickly before we get back into the news. But I like your style there, Billy. So who would you rather keep out of Martial or Rashford? It's Rashford. Rashford's the one to keep out of them because Martial's older and just as bad and inconsistent, really, if in fact worse. At least Rashford's had a couple of really good seasons before this one. He's younger, he's homegrown, he's Manc born and bred. You know, Martial is easy to get. I would rather keep Rashford, to be fair, and I'd rather sell Martial, yeah. Rashi says Bell, Rashi says Nathan, Rashi says United forever. G-Wolf United Gaming, oh, says neither. Both sell. Fair enough, fair enough. Templar Priest says none. Rashford says Jonathan van der Beel. Neither says Stuart Allison. Fair enough. So Rashi says Johnny and Pete. Thank you guys. Well, I think you're all right, to be fair. Out of the choice of the two of them, I'd still rather stick with Rashford and keep Rashford, guys, definitely. That's how I feel about it. Okay, so just getting back into Frankie de Jong then, folks. So yeah, I'd love to say there's more information and more news coming out about that, but it's just more of the same old shite. Man United are linked with the man, which is great. We are negotiating with Barcelona. There were reports from Fabio Romano a couple of days ago. We had a 60 million euro plus 10 million euro bid rejected. Cool, that means we're doing negotiations. That means we are going to probably go back with a second bid, and hopefully it's going to be one that Barcelona will accept. So the thoughts and news around this is that Barcelona are looking to recoup the 86 million that they paid for him. They're looking to recoup that, but realistically, they can't really ask Manchester United for that, I don't think. I think we will end up paying a good bit less than it, just because they are in the selling market. They're the ones who are trying to sort of push him out the door, and they need the money. Man United are aware of this. We do need a player. We do need this player. Ten Hag wants to get his man, so they know that we're in the position where we can pay a little bit of a premium also. But you can't ask for too much if you're Barca. You've got to meet us somewhere in the middle. So I think this will get wrapped up in the next sort of few days, and it probably will be for like, you know, another 10 mil or something more than our first initial bid. But it's going to be somewhere in the middle, guys. How much do you think it takes for Man United to sign Frankie de Jong from Barcelona in pounds? I think 70 million plus a few tiny little add-ons and stuff. Who knows? 60, 70 million. 60, I don't know. Who knows, guys? I mean, that's it. Man United like to restructure. We like to structure deals, don't we? So we might well offer a decent bit up front, but we may well offer a good bit down the line as well. This is what Manchester United do. So obviously that would be more favourable to us if we can offer a slightly little bit less up front, like let's say £60 million up front and then £15 million down the line, something like that. That would obviously help us out. 80 million says Bell, 70 million, 75 million says Philip Chapman, 67 says Andy Moore, 70 says Nathan. Yeah. So 70 million quid, we get him wrapped up. It sounds perfect for everyone. Any more than that, really. If we're paying 75 million, I could just about live with that to get this guy in right at the start of the transfer window. But any more than that, it is a bit of a ridiculous amount that we'd be paying. 60 says Westy, 65 plus 20 million add-on says AK. Wow, 70 million plus Martial says Nathan Phelps. Two birds, one stone. I don't think they'd take him, mate, because he's a bit injury prone based on the season he's had in Spain. He's also shite. He's also inconsistent. He's also sulky. And he also is on huge money, guys. He's on like 180 or 200k a week, this man. Crazy money for Antony Martial, isn't it? So he's already on big cash. Nobody's really going to want to pay that cash for a player who's, let's face it, bang average. Guys, we've got 231 legends in here. Who's new to the show? If you're new to the channel, please do us a massive favour and hit that subscribe button. We're on here every day giving you the no bullshit latest updates with United. We've got a great community here. Get yourself subscribed. Do us a massive favour as well. Drop a like on the video. It boosts us up on the algorithm. Helps us compete with the clickbaiters and the corporation channels. So drop a little thumbs up if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you're new and have your say in the chat with the legends. Okay, let me just move on quickly to... So de Jong, yeah, that situation. He's been interviewed last night. He had a little bit of a laugh about it when asked about the links to Manchester United, but he said, no, I can't say anything, basically. That's what he said. I cannot say anything, but he's had a bit of a coy laugh about it. Based on his body language, I'm no body language expert, and to me, it could actually mean either two things. He's like, Man United? No, I'm staying at Barca. It could mean that sort of thing, or it could mean like, yes, I am. Yes, that's pretty much going to happen. Yeah. You know, I'm no body language expert, to be fair, guys. So, but he was interviewed last night and he just said, I can't say anything while smiling and laughing and looking a little bit coy. Just briefly on another player that's been linked with us from Spain. So it's understood that United have inquired about Asensio's situation, Marco Asensio, but only informally. We've not followed up on it or anything. So these are some reports and links that have been coming out the last couple of days. In regards to Marco Asensio in his situation, I mean, if he's available for nothing, right, then it's kind of appealing in a lot of ways. But fact of the matter is, you know, there's other teams as well that are supposedly into him as well. Like Arsenal are exploring this at the moment, apparently, as well. But you know, he could do worse, couldn't you? He's 26, you know, Spain international, 28 caps for Spain. Says a story, doesn't it, really? He's obviously a talented player, and he's obviously, you know, we know about Marco Asensio. He's a decent player, mate. He's played quite, you know, he played quite a few times in the La Liga, this year and stuff. He has had some, I don't know, guys. I mean, I just don't really think it's the right sort of fit for us at the moment. And how much money would this guy want as well? I think we need to be, I mean, I don't know, guys, actually. I'm sort of torn on it, to be fair. I think he could be a pretty decent signing. You look at it, what he's won, you look at his trophies, he's vastly experienced, Champions League winner multiple times, you know, Spanish champion multiple times, Super Cup winner multiple times, you know. He's won, this guy's won it all, really, folks. And he's only 26. So he's gashed, says Dark Knight 22, but how can he be that gash, mate? Playing for Real Madrid 31 times this season, getting 10 goals. You know, play it in La Liga. And also, how could he be that gash playing for them 35 times last season and 30 the season before and 32 the season before that and 23 the season before that? All amongst while they're winning Champions League trophies and things. I mean, okay, fair enough. Look, it doesn't inspire me. I'm going to be totally honest, guys. I just think it's not the right fit for Manchester United at this moment in time. I think we need to be looking at players like, if we're going to get a winger or something like that. I mean, I do prefer the Antony link because of his, you know, links with Ten Hag and the fact that he's younger as well. And he's on the back of a really impressive season as well. And his progression arc seems like it could be really, really good. And he's literally 4 years younger as well and stuff. And I just think it could be, it could be a pretty decent signing for us rather than this one. But of course, it costs money. And if this guy's available for not very much money, then it kind of makes sense. That's our little vote in the live chat, though. So Asensio for nothing, or Antony for, let's say, 45 million quid. What do you reckon, guys? What's your vote? Antony or Asensio? What's your feelings? Hey, thank you, Marky Harris, for being a member of the channel for 7 months, guys. Let's get a hashtag 7 months in there for Mark Harris, bro. He says, cheeky zero donation for Arsenal's transfer kitty. Trump. Mark Harris, you legend. Thanks for supporting the show, being a channel member for 7 months. Everyone, hashtag 7 months for Mark Harris. That's fucking awesome. Really appreciate you, dude, for supporting the show, mate. What a hero. Vexo Wase, thank you for subscribing and hitting that subscribe button, mate. Appreciate you hitting the subscribe. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe like that guy. Asensio says Talk MU. Antony 100%. Asensio says Enor. Antony Easy says Clark Bigger. Antony says Samir Hussein. Noto says both. Antony for sure. So I think that's pretty telling, really, guys. So even though Antony costs a significant amount more money, we all would prefer to get Antony in. I think it's because of the prospect that he's got. Obviously, Asensio is, you know, he's a little bit of a melter as well, you know. But he is a good player. People are slagging him off, saying he's not a good player. He is a good player. He wouldn't have won all those things. He wouldn't have got 29 caps for Spain. He wouldn't have got all those trophies and played 30 odd times for Real every season for the last few seasons if he wasn't a good player. So he is obviously a good player, but I just think by now what we need, what Ten Hag needs, what Ten Hag wants, the vibe for the team, the hunger that we need for the team. You know, we want somebody who's coming in here to really try and make a name for themselves, in my opinion. Make a name for themselves. That sort of deal smacks as some sort of Angel Di Maria shite or something, so I don't want that. Right, okay. So, but apparently there are reports that we've inquired about Asensio's situation informally. There's no advancements there or anything, but it does seem like we are linked with this guy as well. And there are some suggestions that we could make as many as 4 more signings after Frankie de Jong, maybe one of which would be a free transfer signing. Possibly, Eriksen would be a good one as well, although there are quite a lot of reports coming out to say that Brentford really want to keep Christian Eriksen. Of course, we know what Thomas Frank's been saying previously, and his wishes are to keep Christian Eriksen at the club, absolutely. So they will try and keep him with a good offer, but Man United should, in my opinion, go for Christian Eriksen. And then that's a free transfer. That means we can sign a few players, really, so you've got De Jong, you've got Eriksen, and then really, if Manchester United could do something like sign Ruben Neves, sign Timber, and sign Antony, what a fucking fantastic transfer window that would be, guys. I would say that would be more or less, 9 out of 10, and a really satisfactory transfer window for Ten Hag for his first transfer window, guys. If he managed to get, say, De Jong in and Neves to completely transform our midfield. He's also got Christian Eriksen on a free transfer to help bolster options, compete with Bruno, replace the likes of Jesse and Mata. And then he's also gone and got a defender such as Timber to help bolster options at the back there, because let's face it, Slabby Maguire's a gash merchant, Varane's an injury-prone player, and we've also got issues at right-back spot there. Timber's versatile, he can play there. And then if he could get Antony to go out there, be a winger for us. I mean, it doesn't address the striker problem for us at the moment, but we've still got Ronaldo, Martial and Rashford who can all play in that position. As long as Ronaldo stays reasonably fit, he'll be the one banging most of the goals anyway. So Antony as a winger option, and then he's still got Sancho, Rashi, Elanga, Martial, Diallo, Pellistri, all these guys who could play in some sort of roles throughout the season in various different capacities. I'd say we would be pretty well set, guys, for the season. The midfield's the biggest problem for me, followed closely by the defence. So as long as you do address those positions as best you can, then I think we'll be a much better side for it. Eriksen is a fantastic player, Sheik Goblin. He's got all of the vision, the creative spark that I'm looking for. He's literally got the ability to score goals from free kicks, set pieces, corners. Definitely. And he's just a really committed player. And I've always been an admirer of him in the Premier League since he's come over here. So, yeah, I think that he would definitely be a good signing for Manchester United, especially on a free. Provides competition, provides cover, provides a bit of a player to come in and do a good role for rotation as well. And he's only 30. Hey, Aussie Pelicans, thank you so much for the $2 dollar super chat there from Down Under, bro. He says, good news, Flying Pig United. I now have Patreon memberships. Oh, nice one, Aussie Pelicans, mate. Sweet, good shout, good call, mate. What do you mean? You've become a member of my Patreon, or you've got your own one? Hey, nice one, Aussie. Thank you so much for the super chat, my son. Can we get a sue in there for Aussie Pelicans? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good day from Down Under, bro. Eriksen, please, says Massey. Let's have a vote on Christian Eriksen very quickly, everyone. So would you sign Christian Eriksen for Manchester United, yes or no? What's your opinions? There is a few people that say no because of his medical situation. Obviously, he did have a cardiac arrest a couple of years ago and almost passed away, guys, really, if it wasn't for the amazing work of that medical team and stuff to sort him out, then he may well not be here. So, but that is yes, but I don't think we need to worry about that. He's been playing for Brentford for a long time now. He's had a really great few months in the Premier League. He's also got a something fitted, guys, like a pacemaker, but not a pacemaker, like something that restarts your heart should it stop, basically, I believe. Something like that, hasn't he? So I don't think we can really... Look, listen, health's the most important thing, but I think he's fit to play football. He's playing for Brentford, for Pete's sake. Yes, says Donal. Yes, says Pete Morris. Yes, says Messe. No, he's got a dodgy ticker, says Sly Dog. Well, that is one of the only drawbacks about him, but he's free. And, he's playing football regardless. He might as well be playing for us, playing well. No to Eriksen, but yes to Asensio, says G-Wolf. Jonathan says, yes, it's a free transfer. Will improve Bruno Fernandes' competition for places. Nice. Shouldn't we be in for Dybala? Free transfer, good at set pieces, says Viso Wase. Hey there, bro. Thanks for subscribing, by the way, man. Yes and no. I would say no for Dybala myself. You know why? Because he's an absolute mercenary melt, dude. I'm sorry to say. He's gonna want for a few $100,000 a week as well. He is a good player, though, isn't he? And he is a classy player at the right sort of age. But he's a mercenary type. There was a link with him a couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure he turned us down at one point a couple of years ago. So I just don't like him for Man United right now. It's not that he's not a good player. It's not that he's not actually ready-made and in his prime. What it is for me, really, is that he's a he might be coming just for a big payday. And I don't want us to sign another player like an Alexis Sanchez or just some Melter Falcao or just somebody who's just coming for a paycheck. I want somebody who's definitely committed, definitely hungry. In fact, I want somebody who's not even a name right now. Because where United are with the Champions League, yeah, De Jong's a name, obviously, but I'm talking about like people like Timber and Antony. They are names. We know who they are. They're youngsters, but they're not like considered the world's best players. They're on the up. Those are the sorts of players that I want. Players who are not a name right now, really, who want to make a name for themselves for United. That's what I want. Whereas he's more like a player that's just a big prima donna melt. Bigani says Dybala is a big no. Nice one. Ericsson is coming to Spurs, says Coys. What striker do I want? Matthew Wichovic? Okay, so in an ideal world for me, guys, if I could get any striker in there, I mean, realistic here. I'm talking about realistic strikers, which is why I'm not going to talk about, anybody like Mbappe or anything stupid like that. But for me, God, I don't know. I personally think this season, it's not even a big problem. I mean, I would have wanted Darwin Nunez. I'm not going to pretend that that's not the case because I did want Darwin Nunez to be at the club, but he's going to Liverpool. I hope he turns into a Uruguayan Andy Carroll there. But I really wanted him. If not, Christopher Nkunku makes a lot of sense because he's had a good season. He's only 24. He's very versatile. Can literally play midfield, CAM, right wing, left wing, striker. So he would be a good addition, I think. I do think he would be a good addition. But he's still not. It doesn't really whet my appetite or rev my engine there, to be fair. I would probably wait a year. I honestly would. I'd probably wait a year. I'd choose Ronaldo to be the Don this season with the likes of Martial and Rashi backing him up, which sounds horrible, doesn't it? That sounds horrible. But look, if you actually invest everywhere else in the team, i.e. get Antony in, get Timber in, maybe even get a fucking defender in as well, another defender like Pau Torres or somebody, just another centre-back so you don't have to play that human fridge. Get Ruben Neves, get De Jong. Literally invest heavily in that midfield this summer. De Jong and Neves. That'll be amazing. I think we'd be a really decent team as long as we did all the rest of the team first. The striker position to me is the last position we address because we've got Cristiano Ronaldo there and we do have a couple of backup players who can play there if we need them to. So I'm not too bothered about it. I know it would be better for us to have another option. We've got a lot of games, the Europa League. Ooh, I hate saying that. The Europa League, the League Cup, FA Cup, all the rest of it, Prem. There's loads of games, so we do need players to come in. Ronaldo can't play them all, but I think Martial, I think Rashford, these guys can do a job for a season if we absolutely need them to, as a backup striker, as a rotationary striker. So it's not ideal, but what do? Do we go and settle for second best? Do we go and get somebody like a Sebastian Aller for 20 or 30 mil just as a backup rotationary option? A Callum Wilson type player, just, or is that a waste of money? Or do we just wait until next summer and then buy our big daddy signing? Just interestingly, guys, I want to talk about this. This is just bullshit, by the way. That's why I've not talked about it there as who I actually want, because as who I want. Because who I would actually want, in all fairness, if it was at all feasibly possible right now, and it sort of goes against what I've just said about not wanting big names. But come on, if he's available. But so check this out, guys. There's some bullshit story. There is a bullshit story on Sky Sports today. We might as well talk about it. Look at this fucking bullshit story, guys. It's absolute bullshit. Manchester United will join the race for Bayern Munich striker Robert Lewandowski if his dream move to Barcelona falls flat. Interesting. What the fuck? Yeah, right. We're going to be able to sign Lewandowski right now. It's bullshit, isn't it, guys? We don't have Champions League football. We don't have Champions League football. This guy's looking to leave Bayern, a team that does have Champions League football, that's winning things every single season as well, to go to potentially another team that does have Champions League football that should be looking at win things as well in Barca and go and play in Spanish League. That's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to come and play in the Europa League. He's not going to go and be prepared to swap Bayern Munich for Manchester United right now. It's just a bullshit story from Sky Sports, this one, I think. I mean, maybe what it is, right, is there's a little bit of PR going on here. Big up there, Solo. How you doing there, my man? And Wizzy, hi as well. Matomi, Billy, Chocolate Salty Balls. Everyone, thank you for getting in here. Do us a mad favour, over 300 of you in here. Smash that like button. Help us get to 169 likes. Also, subscribe if you're new to this channel. Drop a cheeky little sub up if you're new. We're on here every day giving you the latest news. Subscribe if you're new, guys. Wait a second. What was I just talking about? Lua. So it's bullshit, guys. It's just not really realistic at all, I don't think. I mean, I'm going to talk about it for a couple of minutes because it's interesting. I would take Lua at the club. He's obviously a proven beastly goal scorer, one of the best strikers in Europe the last couple of seasons. In fact, he deserved the Ballon d'Or. That's how good he's been, in my opinion. So he has been fantastic. And of course, if he was available and he wanted to come to Manchester United, we would take him. But we're in the Europa League right now, and he has basically said he's not staying at Bayern, though. That's the only thing. If the deal somehow does not materialise from Barcelona, where they are trying to sign, Lewandowski, if that somehow doesn't materialise, it becomes a little bit awkward for Robert Lewandowski at Bayern, I suppose. But there are some comments from the CEO of Bayern. Let me just read these out, guys, because the director addresses Robert Lewandowski's future. Hassan Salihamidzic has said that things will get calmer as Robert Lewandowski continues to be linked with a move away from the Allianz Arena. So he's got 12 months left on his contract, of course. He's already said that he wants to leave this summer. He's already came out and said that. And he's commented and said, "My era at Bayern is over. I don't see any possibility to continue playing for this club anymore. Bayern's a serious club, and I believe they won't keep me. I don't want to play there anymore. A transfer is the best solution. I hope they don't stop me." I mean, that's what Lewandowski told reporters while he's been on international duty with Poland, right? It doesn't get any more clear than that. It doesn't get any more clear than that. There's none of this business with Lewandowski where it's like, oh no, I can't talk about anything. I can't talk about anything like that, you know. No, he's literally said, my era at Bayern is over. I don't see any possibility to continue playing for this club anymore. Bayern's a serious club, and I believe they won't keep me. I don't want to play there anymore. A transfer is the best solution. I hope they don't stop me. So pretty definitive words from Lewandowski, really. He does not want to play for Bayern anymore. So he wants to go to Barcelona. We know that's where he wants to go. This is a lot of speculation, really. I mean, I suppose if the deal with Barcelona did not materialise, then Robert Lewandowski would have to look at a couple of different clubs as well. Because, well, let's face it, he's already said these words, and it's hard to take these words back, and it would be difficult for him to continue playing on, even though he's got 12 months left on his contract for him. But Salihamidzic, the director of Bayern, he said, "I would not accept it. We have the best player in the world, and we want him to stay here. We are proud of him, and we are very fond of him. We haven't negotiated with him yet, but we will." He said Lewandowski leaving this summer is not an option. He has a contract until 2023. We will have some talks soon, and we will see how they develop and how to act afterwards. We want him to stay. So, you know, I mean, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Just a little bit of a take on it. So Robert Lewandowski, desperate to go. Bayern don't really want to see him go because obviously he's such a big player for them. He's got another year left on his contract. They would be happy to keep Robert there firing for another year probably and leave on a free then. Unless Barca are prepared to pay a good amount of money, 45, 50 million quid or something for a player who's 33 and also is just only got a year left of this contract, then they would rather keep him. So it depends if Barca are prepared to do that, guys. If United go in for Jong and we buy him for 75 million quid or 70 million quid off Barca, they will have a bit of money to go and spend and restructure things, won't they? And so you could see that deal going ahead. If not, though, I don't really see how Barca can justify spending that money and getting a player like Lewandowski in there when they're in a bit of financial situation that they're in. So it's a strange one, isn't it? I just don't really see it. I mean, there's a tiny 1% chance. I suppose United could sign Robert Lewandowski, but let's face it, it's bullshit, guys. It's a bullshit story from Sky Sports and everywhere else as well, reporting it. It's not realistic because we don't have Champions League football. And he's an elite player. He's somebody that should have won the Ballon d'Or in the last 24 months. So the fact that he would be playing in the Europa League, it's just silliness. He's not leaving Bayern to just go and find another club. He's leaving Bayern for another challenge that he wants to do over in Spain. That's what he wants. So, you know, it's very unrealistic, guys. But I thought I'd talk about it because it was on Sky Sports and you know, it's just bullshit. But let's have a little vote in the live chat, guys. Would you take Robert Lewandowski at Manchester United? Yes or no? We're not getting him, says Jonathan Gallo. We're definitely not getting him, mate. He's on hundreds of £1,000s a week as well. He's also the sort of player that Manchester United probably should avoid because, well, let's face it, in 2 years' time, he's just going to be going on a free. It's just you're on a hide into nothing with him, really. Although for a year or two, he's a fucking stunning goal scorer who's going to smash in the goals. But what's going to go on with Cristiano Ronaldo and at the club there anyway. It's like, well, it's just we've already got a GOAT striker. We don't really need another top striker like that. We saw what happened with Cavani and Ronaldo. He barely played really because of Ronaldo. So you almost need somebody who's prepared to play the second fiddle role to Cristiano Ronaldo, which is why I'm not bothered at all about Martial and Rashford being the backups for Ronaldo really this season. As long as all the other positions in the team are addressed, I would feel like we've got a pretty good squad for the season. If we get 2 midfielders in, 2 defenders maybe, and a winger, I would feel fucking awesome about the season. But hey, we got 150 likes on the stream, everyone. Thank you very much for hitting that like button. Sue! Appreciate you guys. Sorry, that's a bit loud. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that like. Please do hit the like button if you haven't done so. It's free. Boosts us up in the algorithm. And also, subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. We're on our way to 58,000 subscribers. We're nearly there. So please do hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel. We're on here every day giving the news. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, thank you very much for your super chat here there, Marky Harris, dude. Get in there, my son. He says the Glazers need to fix the shitters priority fund. Mark Harris, thank you so much, dude, for your super chat there, bro. Can we get another Sue in the chat there for Mark Harris? Thank you very much for all the support, Mr. Marky Harris, dude. Right, 2 seconds, guys. I want to get back on track here. So Lewandowski United, it's not going to happen, is it? He wants to leave. He wants to go to Barca. I suppose if Barca didn't go in for Lewandowski, with what he said, he would probably be looking at a new club. But it's very unlikely he would go to play in a Europa League standard club right now. And that's what United are, sadly. We finished 6th in the Europa. We don't have the Premier European competition to offer these players. So it's just not likely. It's just a bullshit story, guys. Right, let's talk about this, guys. I didn't want to talk about it, but let's talk about it very quickly. So this was just about an hour or so ago. Fabrizio Romano tweeted, "Here we go, confirmed for Darwin Nunez." Fucking shithouse Liverpool have signed him up. Liverpool deal done yesterday, meeting in Portugal. Darwin's now in Spain. Medicals tomorrow in England. Contract until 2028, a 6-year deal. Liverpool will pay 80 million euros fee plus 20 million add-ons. Never been in doubt. What a load of old shit. So United fannied around, dawdled around for months. We could have put in a bid. It wouldn't have been as high as this bid because you know what United are like. We're not prepared to spend money like that. Nor should we, I suppose, at this moment on a forward. But we could have had a lower bid in and much sooner. We didn't. So it left the path clear for Liverpool to go and swoop in and get him. So they have signed up a really good player. Nunez will flop, says Hadfling Skills. No, I hope you're right, dude. I hope you're right. But look, they've recruited really well over the years, and I don't see why this guy would be any different. Why would they go and spend 100 million euros on a player who they haven't done their due diligence on? He's definitely going to be good, mate, I reckon. I reckon he's still going to be good. I mean, from what I've seen from him, guys, he looks like a great player. He's got a bit about him, bit of strength about him, bit of finishing ability about him, bit of vision about him. He looks like a good player. So I'm a little bit concerned that the 2 biggest, best clubs in the league right now, which is City and Liverpool, sadly, as sad as it is to say, those are the 2 best teams in England right now. Those 2 have strengthened their forward position considerably this summer transfer window, and we haven't, guys. We haven't yet. So they're doing strengthening jobs, and they're the ones who are already more likely to win it anyway. So they've got stronger. And what are Manchester United doing, guys, at the moment? What are United doing? So Liverpool have announced that Nunez is, or no, sorry, they haven't announced it, but it's been announced that he's going to be joining Liverpool, right? And then, of course, we know that Haaland is going to City. So what does that tell you, really, folks? It means that Manchester United are dawdling behind, lagging behind as per usual. Probably will end up not getting a forward player in this transfer window. Maybe Antony from Ajax, I suppose, as a winger option as well. But a true striker, I don't think we're going to get one. Let me ask the live chat, do you think Manchester United will sign a striker, a backup, or, it doesn't matter whether they're a backup or a key player, but will United sign a striker before the end of the transfer window? Yes or no? What do you think, guys? Yes or no? A striker? I agree with you, Chris Barker. I don't think we will. Random Stuff says no, we won't. Backup says Adfeling. No, we're used to everything, says Nathan. Always going to be up against it with our situation, says Chris Koo. Definitely Europa League's team at the moment. Does difficult to convince players to come over other teams. Werner is a gem, says Wasse. If we could get him somehow, our left side would be... Werner can do one, mate. What happened to Nkunku, says Ernest Maturin? So the Nkunku situation is, he's got a couple of years left on his deal at Leipzig, right? for those reasons, I think he's already said that he wants to leave them as well. I think there's pretty much confirmation that he doesn't want to continue after that. So he's open to a move. But Man United haven't gone in for a bid or anything on this guy. He's versatile, though. I would like him to come in because I think he's got what we need. 24 years old. He can play anywhere, literally anywhere. He can score you goals. So he is a good option. He's not perfect for me, though. I would have preferred Darwin Nunez, not going to lie. Oh, shit. Mike, thank you so much for the $14.99 Aussie Dozzy Super Chat here, getting in here from Down Under. Thank you very much, Mike. I hope you're good, pal. He says, G'day, Pig. City and Liverpool are signing the best young strikers in Europe, whilst we will have a 38-year-old leading our attack. Ronaldo may be the GOAT, but his best days, I feel, are behind him. Mike, thank you for your comment, dude. His best days are definitely behind him, yeah, but he's still the sort of guy that can get you 18 league goals and finish third in the goal-scoring charts in a shit Manchester United team. Let's not forget that. He is not a normal 38-year-old or 37-year-old. He's not a normal person, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's a freak. He is actually a bit of a freak. He has the physicality of somebody maybe 10 years younger. He's going to not be able to play every single game. He is getting on. He is going to be diminishing in talents and pace and all these sorts of things. But his ability, just to look at the way he jumps, the athleticism he still has as a 37-year-old player is unbelievable. So he's just, yeah, okay, I feel what you're saying. We cannot rely solely on Cristiano Ronaldo this season because there will be times when he has to be rested and he has to stop and he's got a hip flexor injury and he has to be, managed carefully. But I personally think that we can still get 20-plus league goals out of the guy if he stays fit for most of the season there. And then we do potentially need somebody to back him up. That could be one of our players we've already got, or it could be a new player that we sign in as a backup. But, hey, thank you for subscribing there, Mayo Koyor, and also Joby Masanene. Appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, my man. Thank you so much for getting in here, dude. Very much appreciate that. Hang on a sec. What's going on here? Sorry, guys. I'm just, hang on. Pressed something wrong there. Wait, I pressed the wrong thing. I pressed the wrong thing, guys. My bad, I'm back. Okay, nice one. My bad, I accidentally clicked on the watch along thing there. I was just seeing why my alert box wasn't popping up. But thank you for subscribing, guys. If you're new, do what those guys have done. Hit that subscribe button. It should pop up on the screen now. Now I've clicked that button there. Scamacca's better than Nunez, says Messi. Fair play? Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about Scamacca. Wizzy High says, I want Scamacca. I wonder how much Scamacca would be available for. That's an interesting shout. By the way, thank you to Mike for that super chat, mate. It's very generous of you, dude. And I agree with you. Ronaldo is getting on and he is diminishing. But I personally think, well, we still got to strengthen the other areas of the team first. Of course I want a forward. Of course I want a striker. But we've got to strengthen the other areas of the team first because those are more important for us and we're worse in those positions, I reckon. Scamacca's better, says Wizzy High. Rashford is done, bro, says Pace Merchant. I'd give him a chance this season under Ten Hag, see if he can bring him back. If he can't, then fair enough, I agree, sell him. Hey, Chrissy J, how's it going, lad? And chat, hope you're all good. All good over here, Chrissy J. Thanks for getting in, bro. Just going over the United news and the Liverpool news, sadly, here is that we've missed out on Darwin Nunez. But there you go. There's the details from Fab. He also said that there was an agreement on personal terms with Liverpool for the next 6 years. Contract will be valid until June 28. Nunez now in Spain, just waiting to fight in Merseyside once the contracts between the clubs are signed. Could be tomorrow that he's unveiled, guys. It's just classic Man United bottle job stuff, guys. We've got this this target, and now we're missing out on him as well. He's gone to Liverpool. I feel disgusted. City and Liverpool have got good forward players. We're left twiddling our thumbs. It's a shit show. Okay, let me cover the rest of the United news, guys. Then we're going to get into a big Q&A at the end of the stream. 333 legends watching. Can we get 300 likes? Hit that thumbs up button. It's free to do so. That's all we ask. Drop a like and subscribe if you do and have your say, because you need to be subscribed to chat. I think you do anyway. I think I've got that on. If not, I should have it on, shouldn't I? Anyway, Frankie de Jong has supposedly also been convinced by Ten Hag, that he's trying to bring back the glory days at Manchester United. This is a BS report from the Mirror. So, I don't talk about these things at the start of the stream because I feel like they're just potentially BS. But apparently Ten Hag has convinced Frankie of his plan to rebuild Manchester United and that de Jong is interested to join because of it. That's the Mirror reporting this. Anything that comes out in the Mirror, though, I just generally just put it down in the bird cage to be shat on. I don't have a bird cage, by the way, but I should get one for putting the newspaper in there. Anyway, so Frankie de Jong also, this is also a report from the Mirror, that he is planning to go on holiday after the international break, and he's been advised not to speak publicly about his proposed move to Man United until both United and Barca have agreed a fee. That does sound like it is accurate to me, in all fairness, because of what he's been saying and what he was asked after the game yesterday, and his coy response, laughing, where he said, I can't say anything. You know, he's obviously not allowed to say anything at this moment about it. He knows that behind the scenes there's talks going on. He knows his name is being closely linked with Manchester United and Ten Hag. But he can't talk about it right now because Barcelona haven't accepted a deal. There is no agreement of a transfer in place between the two clubs. So, yeah, he's keeping his cards close to his chest anyway at the moment, De Jong, guys. So just for an update, if you're just getting in, you want an update on De Jong. Last night was interviewed after the Netherlands game, and he's just said, I can't talk about anything, whilst laughing when he was asked about, are you swapping Catalonia for Manchester? So, yeah, that's it, guys. No more real revelations in regards to De Jong. Also, just, hey, K-Slater23, what's going on, you legend? 3 weeks until United leave on tour. Yeah, it's literally 4 weeks to the day that our first game is, our first preseason game. So we've got to get all of these players in that we need to sign in the next 3 weeks, K-Slater. I'm with you, bro. It should be a busy couple of days, right? Or a busy couple of weeks. It really should. Okay, so we do have another report, guys, that's come out from Brazil. So Brazil's Jorge Nicola has reported... and this is why I'm talking about at the end as well, rather than at the start, because it's a speculative one again. But he's reported that United have submitted a €45 million offer for Ajax's winger Antony, according to reports in Brazil. So it makes sense, guys, that we should go for this guy, especially now that Darwin Nunez has gone to Liverpool, because he's a winger. He can score you goals. I mean, he's got 12 goals under Ten Hag last season and 10 assists in 33 matches in all competitions. I think that's pretty damn good for a young lad who's only 22 and developing. So I would say that that's a very good return for him. In fact, that might just be the Eredivisie, not all competition. I think that's just the Eredivisie. Had a very good season under Ten Hag. He's got that working relationship with him. Antony's definitely a good player that would progress because he's 22. He's going to be part of the Brazil setup. United are in discussions with his representatives. It's being reported anyway. So, hey, look, there you go. It's potentially a bid coming soon, or maybe already verbal discussions taking place, of course, behind the scenes, where Man United are trying to get an agreement in place with Ajax for Antony. We know there's going to be a couple of players linked from Ajax. Of course, Timber is another player we're working on too. It would be no surprise to get Timber and Antony come the end of the window. That's the bare minimum of what we should do, really, because those guys are Ten Hag players. They're not too expensive. They're both young. They're both hungry. Neither of them are risks whatsoever. Both of them are just assets that are going to increase in value over the years. It makes perfect sense from a commercial point of view for the shithouse Glazers. It also makes perfect sense for Ten Hag to get these players in who he knows and likes and works well with, and he can develop, and they're both young. It's just a no-brainer, guys. So to me, yeah, sign him up, sign Antony up. Hopefully the fee that we've just talked about is about right. 45 million euros would be a lovely figure to pay for Antony. In the end, we'll probably have to pay a little bit more, but yeah. Is Antony good, says Benjamin Wilson? He is good, mate. And what I like about Antony is he's tricky, he's skillful, but he's also got, like vision. Like when you see Rashford get into a headless chicken zone and he just runs at a defender, gives the ball away, can't find a fucking pass. This guy can actually pass. This guy can actually create, can actually get you assists. You see Dan James, what he's like, with the headless chicken nature of him before we sold him. He's running into space. He doesn't know what to do there when he gets there. He's great he's great at getting there with his pace and his dribbling. But when he gets there, he doesn't know what the fuck to do with it. This guy doesn't seem like that sort of player. This guy seems like the sort of player who can get a good ball in, who can create you a chance, who can get a good shot off on goal and score you goals as well. So he's actually scored 12 goals and got 10 assists in 33 matches for Ajax this season just gone. So you've got to say that is good stats. It's the Eredivisie. It's not the Premier League. I get that. But he's only 22, and give him time to adapt and improve and get better, and he'll probably be able to put those numbers up in the Prem as well, hopefully. Thank you, Rosh Mano, you legend, getting in here, bro. He says, smash a like for the pig. Thank you so much, Roshy. Do as he says. It makes sense. Thank you as well for all the updates before the show, Rushmano, my transfer guy. If you are not familiar with Rushmano, he's got a page on Twitter, which is transfers_UTD. And it's a great United Twitter page for keeping up to date with the latest goings on. But anyway, so we're waiting for a proper response here from Ajax, if that is the case. And we're also waiting for any sort of official news in regards to a bid being tabled. But rumours are being reported various different places that we have gone in for Antony. we'll have to wait and see, guys. Well, I'm not going to report it as an official bid or anything until we actually know a little bit more. Okay, so Antony told his former manager, though, when there was a video message, of course, that came out last month when Ten Hag left Ajax, and there was a little sentimental video message that was left afterwards from a bunch of players that Ajax released, and it had loads of ex-players like Jong on, and also different players, and Antony said this. He says, I want to wish you all your best at your new club. I also want to thank you for everything you taught me. I am thankful for all the opportunities and learning every day. And he even said in the video that Ajax released, right, know that I always stand with you if you need me, right? So, I mean, that seems to me like come and get me. That's what that sounds like to me. So we know Antony loves Ten Hag. We know that he would like to play for Ten Hag. And he says, know that I will always stand with you if you need me. So that does sound like to me that Antony would be quite happy to join Manchester United. I don't think there's any fallback there, anywhere it can fall down there. Man United should be able to sign up Antony and Timber. No dramas from Ajax. Piss easy, because they're both not that much money, and they both love Ten Hag. Get in there, my son. Let's hope that United do it and get them pushed over the line in the next week or two anyway. But as I say, it's just speculation at the moment whether or not there is actual bid level. But it should be coming if it hasn't already from Manchester United. There you go. Nice one. So, yeah, could be set to reach an agreement with Ajax for Antony. Hope so, guys. Right, we've got a couple more things to get into, folks. So we covered the Lewandowski rumours. That's just bullshit, to be fair. He's not going to come to United. I suppose if Barca didn't go in for him, with what he's said at Bayern Munich now and how he's wanted to leave the club, he probably would find it difficult to stay there and play this season, but he'd probably just go to a different Champions League club. Surely there'd be a host of clubs wanting Robert Lewandowski for the right price. But then again, if no offer came in, I mean, I'm not going to even talk about it. It's just a bollocks story, guys. And then also, if you're just getting in, guys, we are linked to Marco Asensio as well. Reports are that we've had some verbal discussions with Real over that, or with the players' representatives over that. And hopefully it's not the case, really, because I'm not a huge fan of him, but he is a good player, obviously, and he has obviously won a lot of stuff in his career. But it's not the sort of player that I think Manchester United should be going for. I'd rather Antony right now. Okay, then. Also, just one or two more things I want to discuss before we have a Q&A, guys. Yeah, okay. Brentford, their stance on Christian Eriksen is they want to keep him. Man United, I think, should go in for Christian Eriksen, absolutely. Also, it's being reported here that Barcelona would reportedly consider re-signing Lionel Messi on a free transfer next summer should the attacker decide against penning a new contract at PSG. I mean, how the fuck are they going to do that next year? They couldn't afford to fucking keep the guy first time around. They weren't allowed to. I mean, who knows? It wouldn't surprise me if he went back to Barcelona next summer, would it? Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me just have a look at this update. I've got a little thing that's come through here from Matty Rushmano. Thank you very much, Rushy. What's this? Okay, so, yes, we've discussed this earlier. So Man United were told by Barcelona they'd have to match the club record transfer. So that is the understanding we've got, is that Barcelona want what they paid for Frankie de Jong, which is just too much money, isn't it, guys, when they're looking to sell the player. When they're the selling club who's pushing the sale as well. They want to sell him. They do want to sell him if the price is right, but they do want to sell him because it will help their economic situation out no end. And then they might be able to sign a player like Robert Lewandowski and bank a bit of cash. So they're desperate for that. We don't want to pay that much money for him, guys. It's as simple as that. So a little bit less than that. I think £70 million should get the job done. Thank you, Benjamin Wilson. Appreciate you, dude. Hey, we got a super chat here from 0 Degrees. Thank you very much, 0 Degrees. You legend. Let's go. He says, the last time we twerked this long for overpriced players was Maguire and Bruno. And don't forget Sancho as well. This twerking for De Jong and Nunez brings back memories. Hey, thank you, 0 Degrees. We are twerking hard, mate. We're getting our twerk on, getting our freak on for these guys right now. I know. What more can you do, really? I mean, it seems like what you can do, though, from Man United's point of view, is just pay the bloody money and get the guys in. That's what it seems like from my point of view. Because we're probably talking about a difference of 5 million quid here or something like that. 5, 7, 10. 10 million quid. The difference between the two clubs here. The time is marching on the window. Ten Hag needs the guys for pre-season. We can't fanny around. We also don't want to be bent over. I get it. We don't want to just pay fucking Harry Maguire money for every single player we sign. Of course we don't. So we do have to negotiate a little bit, but at the same time, crikey, you've got to just pay a little bit of a premium and get the guy in right at the start of the window. Other teams have done it. I mean, Liverpool prepared to pay 100 million euros for Darwin Nunez. What an amazing fee they've paid there. I mean, they've overpaid. They've definitely overpaid, but they've at least had the ambition to go for the player they wanted. That's what I admire. We haven't got that ambition, it seems, because we are just caring about the bottom end, extra few million saved for a couple of weeks negotiations. I think that's wrong. I do think it's wrong, but that's the Glazers for you guys. That's the Glazers management at this football club for you. They just think about the money, think about the bottom line. Guys, I'm just going to say it one more time. We've got 358 of you in here. There's probably a couple of people who are not subscribed to this channel. If you don't know this channel, we've been going for nearly 10 years now. 10 years in January 31st. 10 years this channel's been going. 29th of Jan, actually. 10 years this channel's been going. We cover all the latest United news. We're one of the OG channels on United, discussing United news and stuff, and covering Manchester United as a fan channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We cover all the latest United news in a no bullshit way, no clickbait nonsense, and we give you the latest rundowns of all the goings on at United in a concise sort of format, twice a day, once in the afternoon around about now, and once in the evening around about 9 p.m.-ish. So make sure you click the subscribe button, click that little bell icon so you receive notifications when we post and go live. That way you'll be kept in the loop as to what's going on at this football club with no BS, clickbait, nonsense, misleading guff, titles and done deal nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Nice one. Okay, Jonathan Gallagher says, not one season, we can't prepare well for not even one season pick, says Jonathan Gallagher. Definitely agreed. I thought we were going to do it last season, to be fair, Jonathan, when we signed Varane and Ronaldo was shaping up. But actually, no, we didn't, because Ronaldo took ages to come in. He missed a few games of the season. We were really slow. Sancho got done early doors, so we were feeling a little bit positive about it. But no, that took way too long in the end, and then we didn't even go and get our midfielder that we needed, which is why, largely why we shat the bed with the season. And I don't want us to do the same thing again, which is worry too much about a forward player or even too much about a winger. We need to worry about De Jong. We need to worry about the midfield and the defence. So I'm with you there. I think we just absolutely need to get in there, my son. Focus and get all these players signed up before the pre-season tour begins. Like this season, this transfer window is not the transfer window to bring a player in like we did last summer with Ronaldo coming in after a few games have gone of the season. This is not the season to do that. This is the season to get all of your cards on the table, to get all of your players wrapped up before pre-season tour begins. This is the time to do it. That's the time. Ten Hag needs to work with everybody. I don't want to see any players coming in after the July the 1st. July the 1st, that's all. Our business should all be done by then. That's how I feel about it. And then, okay, fair enough. If there is a little gem that pops up at some point before the window closes, or you're offered a player and you think, yeah, who would be a good addition as a squad player, as a backup or something, then yeah, okay, you add some more later. But we need to go and get 4 or 5 wrapped up before the end of this month. Billy says, don't panic, people. Judge isn't on charge of transfers anymore. Lots of time left. I think De Jong is holding other deals up because they must have a plan B if it doesn't come off. Yeah, fair play, Billy. Seems like it, doesn't it? You're absolutely right. They want to get things done. There's all this lure talk as well, which they can't seem to do until De Jong's gone. Yeah, Vuti says the next 7 to 10 days, 2 players signed. Okay, let me ask you guys. I'm just going to ask the live chat very quickly. Afternoon there, Dylan Gill. What's going on? I'm going to ask the live chat. How long do you think it takes before we announce our first signing? Our first signing. I'm going to say, actually, 4 days. I think 4 days from now, we will announce our first signing. I'm not saying we're going to get all of our deals wrapped up. I'm not saying we're going to get 4 players in quick succession. I think it's just going to be a matter of a few days, guys, until we announce somebody. Surely. Fucking surely. There's other teams that are doing all this business, and we are fiddling our thumbs again, twiddling our thumbs, not able to get any business wrapped up. We've got to make a statement. Just for the fact of making a statement, we'll get 1 player signed, I think. Just 1. I'm not talking about doing massive business here, but, you know, maybe a cheeky little Antony announcement or a cheeky little Timber agreement. Or maybe there's an announcement that we've agreed to transfer with Barcelona for De Jong. Just one of these transfers needs to be done pretty much soon, just to give everybody a lift. It wouldn't surprise me if it takes all summer, though. I know I've just said I think we will get somebody in a few days, but it wouldn't surprise me if it takes a long time, because I know what Man United's recruitment team is like. But just if you look at logic, we absolutely have to get somebody right now. Just for a boost. It's not even for the fact that we can start to work. They can't start work yet. They can't. The preseason haven't even begun. You know, they haven't met up for preseason. It's not begun yet, so they can't even start work yet. It's more about its principle, and it's more about showing ambition. It's more about making a statement as to why I think it's very important for us to sign a player in the next few days. It doesn't do anything for our preseason. It's a statement, for fuck's sake. Liverpool are making a statement. City are making a statement. We need to at least make a little bit of a statement that, hey, we're Man United. We can still sign a player like De Jong because he's the best players available to us right now. All these other players won't even think about going to Man United because we're in the Europa League. At least he's got Ten Hag there, so he would think about it, it seems. So if we could sign him, let's get him because he's probably the best player available to us in that sense. Do it now, says Chris Koo. Thank you, Rushmano. He says, smash a like for the pig. Appreciate that, dude. Hey, shit, man. Wow, we're on over 200 likes. Holy crap. Dudes, we're nearly at 250. That's awesome. I didn't even see us hit 200. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 200 likes, baby. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the thumbs up there. Right, I think it's Q&A time. So there is a report that Antony bid perhaps is being submitted soon, or an agreement could be reached soon between the two clubs. De Jong's situation is much the same. He was interviewed last night after the game and said, I can't talk about anything whilst laughing. He also Lewandowski's being linked to Manchester United in a bullshit story on Sky Sports, which is nonsense. That's basically it, guys. That's basically the stories of the day. Oh, and Darwin Nunez has it's not official from the club yet, but it's basically done, as we can see there. Here we go, confirmed for Darwin Nunez Liverpool deal. So we have missed out on Darwin Nunez. He's gone to Liverpool for 100 million euros. Let's have a Q&A then, folks, for a few minutes. Let's see what you legends got to say for yourselves. Thank you, everybody, for getting in here with your thoughts and opinions. Really appreciate you all being a part of the community. Now it's time for a Q&A. I'll stick on here for 5-10 minutes or something. See what you legends got to say for yourselves about anything. I missed a super chat, did I? Oh, shit. I don't know where that's gone. Did I miss a super chat, guys? Thank you, Josh Dunn, for hitting that subscribe button, mate. Appreciate you. Okay. Oh, shit. Ray UK says, what about bringing up Charlie McNeil from the under-18s? He's a goal scorer in under-18s. He could learn from Ronaldo. He won't cost a penny. I'd be happy to bring up McNeil. I like him. You know what, Ray? I like that, mate. I like that idea. So you've got Rashford, you've got Martial there, and then you bring up a youngster as well to back up and rotate as and when you need him. I like that, Ray. As long as the rest of the team is actually addressed and properly invested in the midfield and the defence, I'd be happy with that, mate. I would be. I think we need to get everywhere else sorted in the team. We've got Ronaldo. I'd be happy with that, Ray, to be honest. Rushmano, thank you for the £5 super chat, mate. He says, De Jong is a statement signing, but we must push on and get things done on other players. Update when you're ready, mate. Thank you so much, Rushmano. What an absolute legend. Guys, can we get a Sue in the chat there for Rushmano as well? Thank you very, very much. For the £5 super chat, you hero. And yes, that's it. Yeah, statement signing, get De Jong done right at the start of the window. This is what we're all about. This is what we can still do. Maybe it will entice other players to want to come and sign for us as well. You just don't know. You know, there's an ambition. There's a new project here at Manchester United. Come and get on board like Frankie's just done. You know what I mean? That sort of vibe. So yeah, De Jong is a statement, Rushy, but we definitely need to push those other sides. I don't see anywhere really how we would struggle to sign Antony and also Timber. Surely we can agree deals with Ajax. We might have to pay a little bit more than we want to pay, but not a lot more than we want to pay, I don't think. So I think we should absolutely try and get those deals done as well. Thank you, Rushmano, and thank you, 0 Degrees, for the $1 super chat as well. Really appreciate that, bro. What a legend. Thank you, 0 Degrees. Let's get a Sue in there. Vexo says, what's your dream signing? Well, dream signing's a little bit... I don't even want to talk about my dream signing because it's not realistic for Man United right now. But my dream realistic signing, I suppose, it's De Jong and Neves, really, as a midfield. I want us to sign a whole new midfield. That's my dream, is that we would start the next season with De Jong and Neves. Thank you, Zohabe. Says, great content, mate. Thank you very much, boss. Right, let's have a look at this update from Matty Rushmano. Some stuff come through here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. So, we were talking about Richarlison yesterday. Yep. So Richarlison is closer to joining Spurs as well. It seems like there was some reports as well coming out that Arsenal had gone in for Richarlison also. And he was linked previously with Man United. I'm not bothered about missing out on Richarlison, guys. He's not going to be the man for you. He's 60 million euros as well, apparently. That's not even backup money. That's like proper signing money there. Nah, I'm glad we missed out on Richarlison, to be fair, guys. He's going to Tottenham, it looks like. Maybe Arsenal have some interest there also, but it does look like he's going to Tottenham. Hey, John Anderson, what's going on, bro? Corrupt Recording says swap deal with Maguire for De Jong. You'd have to give him £150 million plus Maguire, though. You know what I mean? They'd want paying for taking Maguire off you. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Richarlison could be going to Spurs. He's been linked to United previously. I'm glad that we are not strongly going in for him. It's not that he's not a good player, it's just that he's not a great player, and United need to aim higher than that, especially if you're going to invest 60 million euros or something like that. It's a lot of money to spend. Okay, also we have a report here that Harry Maguire is set to hold talks with Ten Hag regarding his Manchester United captaincy. Maguire is thought to be desperate to retain the role. Fucking hell. Desperate to retain the role. Desperate to retain the role. He should be desperate to retain the role as a professional footballer playing for fucking Kettering Town, if you ask me. That's how bad he is. Never mind being desperate to keep the captaincy at United. So anyway, the least said about slapping Maguire, the better, in my opinion. I just hope that Ten Hag, this is what Ten Hag has to do. If Ten Hag comes in and says, you know what? I like this guy. This guy's a fucking born leader. I love Harry Maguire and he's my captain. Then, I'm sorry, I can't get on board with him. I just can't, mate. I mean, maybe he sees something we don't, but fucking hell, Maguire to me is the definition of gash. And he's the worst Man United captain in the history. So, unless he does something like, he doesn't have to sell Maguire. I understand it's difficult to sell Maguire. He can even play Maguire if he really wants. I wouldn't play him because he's shit. But if you really want to play him, play him. But he should not have the armband. That's a fact. He should not have the armband because the standard that he sets is way below par at Manchester United. Somebody who's got the armband should be an elite player who's setting a standard, a high standard. It shouldn't be somebody that's setting a gash standard every single week. So Harry Maguire, no for the captaincy. Let's ask the chat, who do you think Ten Hag should give the armband to? Yeah, Adam Hutchinson, you know. Yes, there's Irving Kadidi. Frankie should be captain. New gen, new start. Wow, really, Andreas? Oh, interesting. I don't like that. He's got to earn it first at Man United. Maybe down the road, but he's got to earn it first. I wouldn't want to give it to a new side in all fairness. But hey, look, if Ten Hag wanted to do that, it's his player, it's his guy. But I wouldn't like that, to be honest. CR7 says Kingslayer. Me says David Lee. Ronaldo says Corrupt. De Gea or Ronaldo for captaincy. Good shout, Jonathan. Yeah, one of those two. They're the only two players fit for it right now. Hyphenarian says Ronnie. I'm Hustle Gaming says De Gea. Dutch Christ says Ronaldo. Philip Chapman says, give Slabby a chance under the new regime, says Philip Chapman. Well, he probably will get a chance because nobody's going to buy him from us because nobody wants him. So he will get a chance. I'm sure he'll get a chance, but he shouldn't be captain, though. I don't think he should be given a chance at captain, personally. I think he should have that taken off of him, and he should be a squad player. Build a team around Frankie. We should have done that with Pogba 6 years ago, says Andreas Soturu. I don't... I would like Bruno as long-term captain, says Roshmano. Yeah, okay, that's a good shout as well. I mean, he's got to come back and show himself to be that player, but I actually really like what he does for the team, how hard he tries. He's a heart-on-the-sleeve type player, and he's definitely a passionate player. So, yes, I mean, definitely going forward, once Ronaldo's gone, I probably could see Bruno being captain down the line in the future. Get Son in, says the special one. If only we could. If only we could. He's just too much money and Spurs wouldn't want to sell him and he wouldn't want to come to us. But if only we could. Hey there, Asan Akhtar. Dude, what's going on? I haven't seen you for ages, mate. How the hell are you, mate? Hope all is well. Asan Akhtar, good to see you, bro. What is good, mate? Nice one. Top man. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while. Rushmana says, what if Ten Hag has promised De Jong the captaincy? That would be interesting. Wow, okay, right. So as a little tempter to come and join the club. Like, okay, fair enough. You're not going to have Champions League football this season, but you're going to be the main guy, the captain of the side, the leader of the side, and you're going to be my guy. And you're going to lead this new generation of Manchester United into being that Champions League winning side in a few years' time, lad. How does that sound? Interesting idea there, Mushy. I didn't even think about it. It could be used as a bargaining chip. Hippo Goat says, thoughts on Sangare Pig? Looks like a steal at 29 mil release clause. Yes, I'd say it's a good prospect as well. I mean, he doesn't seem too heavily linked with Man United right now. There's a few outlets and reports coming out linking him to us, but he's not too heavily linked, as in Man United. There's no reports that we discussed anything with PSV or anything like that, or the players' reps or anything. But yes, I mean, yes, on paper, definitely. He's a good ball winner. He's a destroyer. You know, and he's got a bit about him. He's just a physical player alongside somebody like a De Jong. I could see it working out pretty well. Just allow him to have the creative freedom, obviously, because Sangare's there defending. It makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? John Anderson, thank you for the $2 super chat. He says, I love the Pigo updates daily, son. Thank you. Thank you, John Anderson. Yeah, well, now the transfer window's open, guys. We get on this pretty heavy, really, with the, well, not really. We just do 2 vids a day. We don't, that's what I mean. With some channels will put out five clickbait vids a day. We just come out with 2 every day, an afternoon show and an evening show. I mean, if there is any breaking news, like, oh, there's a done deal announcement that we signed fucking, Robert Lewandowski, then I will jump on straight away and talk about it. But otherwise, it's every day around about 3 p.m. and every day around about 9 p.m. So we'll be back on tonight as well, giving you all the evening news, whatever the news is. Aston Actor says 60 million plus Pereira for Frankie de Jong. I mean, hell yeah, get rid of any of those Gash players. Pereira, Eric Bailly, anyone, stick anyone on there. But yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get an exchange deal done. What it seems like Barcelona want to recoup as much of that initial fee they paid for it. They want money. I don't think they want players right now. They want money. They want 80 million euros. That's what they want. They want 80 million euros. 85 million euros is what they really want. Why is Nunez picture in the thumbnail? United have no chance of getting him. Ugo, he's in the thumbnail because we're discussing the story today about him going to Liverpool, mate. As you can see, he's on the thumbnail because it's been announced today that he's signed for Liverpool, bro, and he was a big target for us. So that's why it's on the thumbnail, bro. I would have thought that was obvious, to be fair, mate. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't say Darwin Nunez to Man United on the thumbnail, mate. He's not in a United kit. It's just Darwin Nunez is there because we're discussing him. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's the reason. Anyway, Pau Torres is on there. He didn't say anything about that. We ain't even talked about him. Pau Torres clickbait there. He didn't mention that. To be honest, Pau Torres is not meant to be on there, guys. He's just on there from it. This is an old thumbnail from 2 weeks ago. I thought I would just use again today because, well, let's face it, I'm lazy. Thank you, Johnny says, excellent stream, Piggy. Thank you very much. But hey, Pau Torres is still a prospect, maybe, but there's also discussions going there. Understand interest from Spurs. Any update on Kante? Bullshit to me, but if he's been linked, yeah, it's just the same, really. I mean, if Chelsea wanted to cash in, if they want to get 50 million for this player while he's 31 and while they can, before the contract runs down, before his value goes down or he leaves on a free in a couple of seasons, then yeah, they would look to sell him. But if I was Chelsea, I wouldn't sell Kante, especially not to Man United. So I think it's a bullshit story too. Hi there, Irfing Kadili from the USA. Thank you, Rush Mono. He says, subscribe to the channel. Guys, we're on a big push to get to 58,000 subscribers. I don't know how many away we are, but we are on a big push. We're 60 away, guys. 60 away from 58,000 subscribers. That's fucking awesome, by the way. So, come on, maybe 60,000 by the end of July or so. That's my target, right? So, please do us a favor. Help us get there by dropping that subscribe. If it's your first time here, you might as well. It's the red one that says subscribe. Jonathan says, Rush Mono, Harry Maguire puts blame on the team, not himself. And exactly, he's always bucking the blame. You're right. Rushy says, Kante getting injuries now, not for me. Yeah, that's a good shout. I agree. Yeah, 31, paper mache legs. It annoys me. It annoys me also. I agree. We wouldn't want to be signing a player who's potentially going to be out injured anytime, really. We want robust players now, which is why I like players like, De Jong and Neves. They seem to play a lot of games regularly. But certainly players like Varane, they're sometimes a hindrance, aren't they? As good as Varane is and as good as he can be on his day when he's fit, it's tough for the team to get that full-on Rio-Vidic partnership going, even if we did have another top player in it, because he's constantly in and out the team with injuries. That's the only problem with Varane, is he's so good, but he's injury-prone, and therefore he's never at 100% because he's either coming back from injury, so he's like, rehabilitating, he's still getting back to full match conditioning, match sharpness, or he's injured. You know what I mean? That's the problem with Varane. It's very rarely that he's 100% got a good few months running the team, and then you can have that partnership alongside him where they've got that understanding and they've got that connection, because he's constantly in and out of the team. That is the only problem with injury-prone players. So I don't want to sign injury-prone players. I agree. Dutch guy says Kante in his Zimmer frame could clop the flop off. I wonder why people say Kante in his Zimmer frame though. He's only 31. Do you know what I mean? 31. I'm 34 for fuck's sake. I don't need a fucking Zimmer frame, mate. He's 31. 31 isn't even that old, mate, in modern football. Like, you can see top players play until 34, easy. Even in, CDMs play until 34. I don't get it. I know he is a bit injury prone. I know his knees are shot. But, come on, he's only 31. Do you know what I mean? He's not ancient, this guy. He's not ancient. Thank you, Rushman. I appreciate you, brother. Okay, right, just going to read a couple more things out then, folks. We are doing a FIFA stream on the gaming channel at just after 4 p.m. Well, I've actually set it up for 4, but I'm probably going to finish this video about 4. So we'll stay on for another few minutes. So I'm going to probably have to set the time of the FIFA to 4:15. So everyone, though, there's a link at the top of the live chat. Make sure you click that at the end of this video, not now, but at the end of this video, go over there and we'll do a FIFA stream on the gaming channel in a little bit, folks. We've smashed 250 likes. Come on, get in there, my son. Let's go. Get in. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the thumbs up button. Nice one. We've hit 250 likes. That's awesome, guys. That's fucking awesome. Bell6091, thank you for hitting that Sue in there, lad. What's going on there, Callum Karen? If United submit 100 million bid, Barca isn't accepting it immediately. Yeah, that's true, Ugo. I mean, Liverpool did it to Benfica to get them to accept it immediately. They had ambition to do it. We don't want to do that, though, because we have to strengthen a lot of places in the team. So I think we should negotiate, but we shouldn't spend a long time negotiating. We should just get the business wrapped up pretty soon, meet them in the middle somewhere where they're happy, and just get him in. And let's face it, we are slightly more desperate than they are, I think. Andreas Satori says, anything on new stadium? I mean, nothing, no more revelations really, mate. I mean, there are some discussions about it, some planning and things supposedly taking place. Sunset Boulevard says, Andreas Satori, yes, what is so special that he does is okay passer, that's all he is. He's no Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Thiago, he's on par with Henderson, Calvin Phillips. Who are you talking about, Sunset Boulevard? Jong and Antony done in the next 10 days or so, hopefully. Spot on. Hope so, Kingslayer. These guys are looking the most likely, along with Timber as well. We haven't even sold anyone yet, says James T. No, we haven't, but we have got rid of 6 players on a free and 5 other youth players, but 6 first-team players on a free have all gone. Juan Mata, Matic, Cavani, Pogba, Lingard, and Lee Grant. I had to really think about that one because you're not really, but 6 players have gone, guys. So we've got to try and improve now. We've got, there's no excuse. We'll definitely spend and get players in. We have to replace these players. So I'm feeling pretty excited about the prospect of us bringing in a lot of players this summer because we have to. There's going to be another struggle next season, in my opinion. I don't know, Maps. It could well be. I mean, Ten Hag's got his work cut out for him, doesn't he? It's going to be tough, mate. But this window is going to have a big factor on how well we do. If we do get everyone in and good signings and everybody we want in the next month, I would feel like, yeah, we've got a decent chance of maybe getting in top 4. Who knows? But if we struggle and take all summer long and don't get the players we want and maybe some of these transfers fall down and we end up with our B plan or a plan C, then I think we're really going to struggle. It's one of those, isn't it? We've also got a bunch of players at this team who are failures right now. Like, even though 6 have just gone, some of them are, not the biggest culprits, such as Mata, Matic. They're not the biggest culprits for our failures. Some of them are the bigger culprits, such as maybe Pogba, Lingy, etc. But we can't pretend like there's still not a bunch of shit players here. A bunch of players who really let us down the season just gone and who need to fucking sort themselves out or go. There's still a lot of those players. People like Rashford needs to step up and sort himself out. Luke Shaw, Telles, Wan-Bissaka, Dalot, Maguire. Fucking, there's so many. Bruno Fernandes had a poor season. I really rate Bruno. I think he's a class act. But he had a pretty average season. He needs to step the fuck up. So we have to hope that he can get the best out of these players we've already got as well. Because we are only signing 4 or 5 players, folks. It's not like we're going to have a whole new team. And there was only, in my opinion, 2 players fit to wear the badge last season, Ronaldo and De Gea. So he's going to have his work out for himself getting these players performing as well. What's going on with Greenwood, says Mark Coughlin. I'd love to give you an update. It's the same. The last update really is that Greater Manchester Police asked for an extension from the courts for an investigation time so they could investigate more. He's, of course, was arrested on suspicion of sexual assault and rape allegations and also allegations of threats to kill. So there's investigations going on. You've got to let justice, and serve its course there, and you've also got to let the law deal with it. There is no update. There is no update. We'll give you the update when something new happens, though, in regards to Greenwood. He is a massive loss to the squad, Rush Miner. That's one thing that's for damn sure. We know there's obviously more important things that are, going on here with this Greenwood situation. But in regards to the football aspect, fucking hell, yeah, what a huge loss that is. You're talking about one of the wonder kids in world football here. He's like a 19-year-old wonder kid, like Mbappe when he was 19. This is what we were dealing with Mason Greenwood here. We had a special talent, an amazing player that was going to go on and do some unbelievable things in the game, I'm sure. And now it's all gone in the blink of an eye, and now we don't have this young talent. It is a shocker, man. It's just such a shocker. Philip Chapman, though, listen to what Philip says. He says innocent until proven guilty. Precisely. There could have been things that have, You just don't know what's gone on, mate. That's it. Until there's actually been a full-on investigation, thorough investigation. Often things can be fabricated. There's things called context as well. You just don't know. I mean, you just don't know until it's actually been full-on proven or disproven. That's all I'm saying. But what I would say is what we've seen. Obviously, it's not the most it's damning, but you still got to let justice serve its course on this one. Simple as that. Just let this justice serve its course on this one. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because it's fucking BS, isn't it? Yeah, well, there you go. Hey, our King says, hey, Pig, let's reset all the ratings on all players. Give it a restart. Give Ten Hag a 0-0 fresh restart. Good shout, our Kings. Yeah, okay, but I still think a lot of these players, what they've done up until now, means something. If they've been shit for the last 2 years and set a standard of gashness like Slabby Maguire, I don't just want to... I think he doesn't deserve another chance, to be fair. Maybe one bad season you deserve a chance, like Bruno, like Rashi, like Luke Shaw. But Luke Shaw was great last season before. Maguire's been shy a couple of seasons now. Oh, the audio is pretty crystal clear, says OH. Oh, right. The audio, yeah, fucking awful audio, mate, that was released from Greenwood, right? I agree with you. But, you know, this is what I'm saying. You've got to look at, the police have to look at all the factors, all of the investigation has to take place. And I'm sorry to say, guys, you know, you're not going to like, a lot of you won't like this statement, and I'm not saying one way or the other. But that piece of audio, that doesn't prove jack shit either, really, guys. Just saying, like, from a legal standpoint, that piece of audio doesn't prove much. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. It has to be from a legal standpoint and what actually can be proven or disproven. So it might be damning and he may well never play for Manchester United again, but in terms of like actually being tried for a crime or anything, that's another story, right? Anyway, okay. But my opinion is he probably will never play for Manchester United again. And of course, if he's guilty, he should absolutely never play for Manchester United again or football again, in my opinion. Right. Anyway, Martin Ellison, what's going on, bro? How you doing there, bro? Yeah. Ryan Giggs, yeah, well, that was unfortunate as well. Andreas Suter as well. We've had some bad PR over the last few years, mate, really. We need some people, I think, in the club who just get their head down and play football now, you know what I mean? Yeah. Mason's career is over, I think, says Andy Moore. I think it's over in English football. I could see him, and this is no disrespect to anybody or any nation, by the way, but I could see him probably still having a career somewhere like in the Middle East or something, though. You know, I honestly could because, well, you know, I could just see that. You know what I'm saying, guys? So maybe that could happen. He could go and play for a club somewhere else, but maybe not in England. I don't think. Right. Yeah, that's right, Gungshi. We do need more Juan Matters in the squad. I hope you're doing good there, Gungshi. Yes. Nice one, Gungshi. Mason in the Chinese Super League says playlist account. Well, you just never know. Guys, we're going to have to wrap this video up. I've just seen the time. It's 1 hour and 26 minutes we've been on this video. It's actually 2 minutes after my FIFA stream was supposed to start on the gaming channel. We're going to start on the gaming channel in 15 minutes time. Please do come and join us, guys. Here's the FIFA stream link. I'm going to put it in the live chat. Amazing stream today, folks. Thank you, every single one of you legends, for getting in here, man. Seriously. So many legends. 335 legends still here. Make sure you drop a like on this video. Let's see if we can get 300 likes. Can we do it? 300 likes. Let's see. Drop a thumbs up on it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. We're going to be back on here tonight at 9 p.m. giving you the latest updates. Hopefully there will be some good updates to bring you in regards to United and signing players. So we'll give you the latest transfer goings on this evening in a roundup show. Come and join us. Thank you very much there, Gungshi. Oh, that's brilliant. 90% wank hand. Awesome. Andreas Suteru, Rushy, thank you so much, dude. Playlist account as well. You're going to tune in. Nice one, mate. Dutch Christ as well. Thank you very much, bud, for getting in throughout. Everybody, playlist account, Kingslayer, Mark Coughlin, Irving Kadili, Eyeball, Paul, Rushy. So please do drop a like, subscribe, come back after this video is finished. Comment on anything we've discussed in this video in regards to your thoughts and opinions on these players and the prospects of us signing them. Keep the debate going after it's finished. Also, we're doing a FIFA stream over here, guys. Let me just go and get the link for you very quickly. So it was supposed to start a few minutes ago, but obviously we're going to be super late now. Give me 10 or 15 minutes to get set up. Boom. There it is, FIFA stream going live. Thank you very much, Rushmano says, top show. Thank you, Gungshi. 282 likes, that's brilliant, everyone. Thank you, Dizzy Red Devil, Billy, Chris Koo as well, R Kings, Dutch Christ, Johnny, and all the rest of you legends. Thanks for watching. That's the daily roundup show with all the latest goings on to do with Man United today. And we'll be back on tonight to give you the latest rundown of all the evening's news as well. And this is going to be a regular thing, guys, every day around about 3 p.m. and every day around about 9 p.m. throughout the transfer window while it's open. We will be on here every single day giving you a daily roundup and an evening's roundup. Catch you on the next one. Follow us up on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And thank you very much there to Thames Coda for just subscribing to the channel as well. Nice one. Do what he's done and hit that subscribe before you go, folks. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United. Check out the website for your United news, unitedflyinghigh.com. And I will catch you on the next one, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. That's it for me. Come and join us for FIFA, guys. It doesn't have to stop there. If you want to continue this chat, this debate with the community of legends here, then you can actually continue chatting with them over here on this FIFA stream, which I've just put in the link in the chat. So FIFA stream on Flying Pig Gaming. If you're not subscribed, click that link, go and subscribe, and we'll be having some fun over there in about 15 minutes' time. Catch you in a bit, guys. Have a good afternoon. Enjoy. Thanks for tuning in. That's it from me. Back with United news later, about 9-ish. Have a good one. And come on, United, sort your pigging lines out. See you later, guys. See.